Most people probably already know that the high alchemy of Battlestaves is one of, if not the best method for making GP on an Ironman early to mid game, which is what I'm going to suggest that you do in this guide. But what I specifically want to showcase is the grave trick for making this process half the time when charging orbs. Again, you may already know this trick, but most guides that I found only have like silent video examples, so I wanted to make a video with like an actual explanation of like how to do it, make it simple as possible. So just briefly, if you're completely new to this method, to make Battlestaves, first you obtain large amounts of molten glass, which you obtain from sand, then you blow the glass into unpowered orbs with your crafting skill, then you charge those orbs on the earth obelisk, and then lastly you assemble your staves and then high alchemy them. I buy my staves from the Wizard Guild in Ganil, and you can also buy them from, I think it's Zaf 30 a day. The charging of the orbs is the most time-consuming part of this process that I want to focus on for this video. Charging your orbs requires you to visit the Earth Obelisk, which is located deep inside the Edgeville dungeon, specifically in the wilderness area of the dungeon. So if you were to run, say, 1600 orbs like I did at the obelisk, it would normally take you 64 trips. But here I'm going to show you how to do that in half the amount of trips. On screen are 3 loadouts that you'll need, and we will call them step 1, 2, and 3. And you should create these before beginning. A loot bag is mandatory for this to work. If you need one, you can kill anything in the wilderness to get one quickly. I think I killed thugs near Ferox for mine. The rock cake is not important, we just use this to kill our character faster in step 1. The feather is just used to keep our gravestone from disappearing throughout the process. You can use literally any item here. Anti-poison is for step 2 in case the spider tags us. The runes are for charging the orbs of the obelisk, and of course we need our orbs. Games necklace and dueling rings are required for important teleports, and the Padawa teleport stone is used to get into the Edgeville dungeon faster, but not required. It is highly recommended though. You create these by using ancient magics after completing the desert treasure quest. I personally created over 100 of these, actually using the same graveyard trick I'm about to show you in order to make them. So let's begin. Step 1 is for setting up your grave, which you do once. Step 2 is for sending your orbs to that grave. And the third step is your actual trip to the altar. So for step 1, first enter the Edgeville dungeon with your first loadout and head to the obelisk. Once you reach the altar, you want your character to die on this tile, which is where you want your gravestone to be placed. You can eat a rock cake to speed this death up or get poisoned by the spider nearby. Step 2. Grab your second loadout and use your games necklace to teleport to the corporal beast and have your character killed by him, essentially sending your inventory to the grave you previously set up. Head to the bank, grab your step 3 loadout. By the way, you can do this on a PvP world, and the bank will be right here in the courtyard of Lumbridge Castle. Once you have your loadout, head back to the Earth Obelisk. The anti-poison is in case you get tagged by the poison spider. Stand on this safe spot tile. You can now begin charging your orbs. When I made this recording, I was actually new to the process, but later I figured out that basically when you hear the second chime of the High Alchemy, click High Alchemy on another orb whilst holding down the spacebar button to quickly queue up another. Once you have charged all your orbs, add them to your loot pouch to clear your inventory, and then retrieve the other orbs from your gravestone. Note, always leave at least one object in the grave in order to keep the grave from disappearing. That is why we have the feather, so leave the feather in the gravestone. Charge the remaining orbs, and don't forget about the last 3 orbs that will still be in the gravestone. Then use your Ring of Dueling to return to Ferox, then repeat step 2 to send another set of orbs to the grave. Then from here you just repeat step 3 and 2 until you've completed charging all of your orbs.